The Washington football team will have Alex Smith against the Philadelphia Eagles. He's been practicing, and he's not 100%. He's probably 70 or 80%. But Washington has to win this game against the Eagles to win the division and get into the playoffs. So Alex Smith's going to give it a go. And the difference between him and, say, someone like Dwayne Haskins, who was recently released by the Washington football team, is, Dwayne Haskins doesn't protect the football. He's not a good leader, and he can't read defenses. Whereas, Alex Smith's not just a good leader, he's a great leader. The other players in that huddle look at Alex Smith and probably think to themselves, I can go to war for this guy, because they know how courageous he's been just to get back to this moment. And, like I said, Alex Smith can read a defense. Like, say if there's a linebacker that's blitzing, sometimes a strong safety will drop down and drop to that zone where that linebacker would normally be if he got into his hook zone. And what that does is it's kind of a trap for quarterbacks. And, Dwayne Haskins will walk into those traps and throw into coverage because he thinks, he's got to throw to the vacated area of the field where the blitz came from. And then that safety's sitting there. Well, Alex Smith is kind of a guy that's going to say, not so fast. You're going to have to do better than that to, catch him in a trap. And I think that's huge for the Washington football team. He makes quick decisions, gets the ball out of his hands quickly. So these are things that are going to help this team, possibly beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I think if there's one guy that Alex Smith has to look for, it's Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas has superstar potential, and I think he can be the next great tight end in the National Football League. I think he's already becoming that. And to me, the Washington football team needs to get someone that they can pair up with Logan Thomas this offseason. Because if you get Logan Thomas, a true number one wide receiver, you let Cam Sims be the number two, and you get Alex Smith back there doing his thing, you're going to actually have a good nucleus there in Washington that can, balance things out with that defense that they have, because they have a really good defense in Washington. They just need to shore up the offense, get someone that can kind of collaborate within that offense alongside of Logan Thomas, keep Alex Smith, and I think, they can build on what they have there in Washington. They have a shot at winning the division right now. So clearly there's some optimism. There's some things that can work in their favor if they keep everybody together and then they add to what they have. That's probably the best move for Washington. They just have to win this game, get in the playoffs, and we'll see if Alex Smith can get it done or not. I'm John Kuzma. Check out EndZoneBlog.com.